Ayan guys, ngayong gabi, aral po tayo about how to read critically. So, isa sa mga dyan, para makabasa tayo critically is magkaroon ng previewing. So, yung previewing, ibig sabihin nun, quick review of the author, publication information, title, headings, visuals, and key sentences or paragraphs. So yun, sabi dito, tanungin mo sa sarili kung sino yung gumawa ng sulat, no? Ano yung credentials sa nagsulat, sino yung employer ng writer or author, ano yung occupation ng writer, yung edad niya, at saka yung kanyang mga interests at saka values, no? Then sa purpose naman, ano yung purpose ng title at saka yung first and last paragraphs, ano ba yung sinasabi ng author. Then yung mga headings, tingnan nyo yung headings sa libro or sa article kung nagbigay ba ito ng purpose, no? Ng purpose. Tapos yung mga visuals, yung mga pictures na nandyan sa isang libro or article, ano ba ang sinasabi, no? At saka ano ba yung motivation ng author, bakit ginawa niya yung article or libro. So ano ba yung purpose? To inform, mag-interpret, mag-argue, or ano pa ba yung gusto ng author, mag-entertain, or kaya magkaroon ng reflection, no, about sa topic. Tapos punta naman tayo sa audience. Sino ba yung target audience ng author, no? Kung may mga kung may mga boldface or glossary, ano ba yun? Ano ba ang ibig paiwatig ng author doon sa mga terms na yun? Or yung author ba ay nag-a-address sa iyo or hindi? Kasi pag hindi naman interest mo yung kanyang mga pinagsasabi, wala kang interest doon, edi na lang, hindi mo siya i-continue na ibasa. So nasa previewing pa lang tayo, yung tipong tinitingnan natin yung hinalungkay natin yung page ng book para para malaman natin na tuloy ba natin yung pagbasa, yung pag-dig deep doon sa libro. Tapos sa content naman, ano ba ang sinasabi sa title about sa piece, no? Yung first paragraph, may main point na ba? Ano ang sinasabi, piniwatig ng mga headings, kasi may mga headings siya, no? And then ano ba ang conclusion, no? Importante sa pagbasa yung conclusion, kasi or kung may recommendations dyan, gagawin mo siya, no? And in context naman, kailan yung na-publish ang article or yung book. Then ano ba siya, bago ba or hindi? Importante ba yung yung pizza, mag-matter ba yung pizza? Kasi may mga may mga books na kahit na old, pero yung di mag-matter yung niya, yung date, kasi original yun yung information na isinulat doon. Tapos Anong klase na publication ito? Ito ba isang aklat, artikulo sa isang periodical, or sa library database? Sa web page ba ito nakuha? Saan? At para kanino ito na-published? Kung electronically ito na-publish, ano ba, sino ba yung na-publish? Yung author ba or a certain company? Yun yung mga bagay na dapat nating tandaan pag mag-preview po tayo ng pag-preview tayo ng isang libro o artikulo. So yun guys, yun yung natin, no? So importante talaga yung mag-aral din tayo ngayon ng magre-review tayo about writing kasi we need to improve our writing skills para sa future natin. Para maisulat natin yung ating mga experience, kinakailangan natin yung ating mga natutunan para maibahagi sa iba. Kailangan natin matuto paano magsulat. And most likely, we have to treat everyone, no? We have to serve everyone. Hindi lang po sa Pilipinas, kundi sa buong mundo. So most likely, we're going to write in English, no? In English, para marami yung makabasa sa sinusulat natin. So yun yung natutunan natin dito. Pagkatapos ng previewing, magkaroon tayo ng reading and recording initial impressions. So yung second step. Reading step 2 is reading and recording initial impressions. So yung step 1 na previewing, ang gagawin mo lang, let's say ito yung sample tayo, no? Example, ito yung aklat. So yung title ng aklat is Now What? The Chapman Guide in Marriage After Children. No? So Now What? The Chapman Guide in Marriage After Children. Yung title is Now What? Yung subtitle is The Chapman Guide in Marriage After Children. So ang nangyari dito ay yun? Gagawin natin, ito yung previewing. Titingnan natin sino yung author. So, si Gary Chapman, siya, New York Times bestselling author of the 5 Love Languages. So, ito nakasulat dito. So, credibility ng author, no? Tapos, titingnan mo din yung yan, may dyan, PhD siya. So, Doctor of Philosophy. Then, na-published yung book, 2007. Hindi siya current yung book, pero siya, importante ba na current yung book if it's about relationship, no? Sa mag-asawa. So I think then himay-himayin mo, titingnan mo yung table of contents. Yan, making marriage priority, taking control of your schedules, taking control of your money, learning to effectively discipline children, then discovering the key to intimacy. So, titingnan mo yan. Yan, ganyan-ganyan mo. Babasahin, hindi ko mababasahin, pwede mo basahin yung introduction. Sabi dito, this is not a book on parenting, though I will share some tips for parents. This is not a treatise on marriage, though I will give some marriage pointers. Rather, this is a book that addresses the question, how do we keep our marriage alive now that the children have arrived? So yun yung yun yung in-address ng problem, how do we keep our marriage alive now that the children have arrived? So for example, if interested ka dito sa main idea ng ng author, pwede mo na siya babasahin mo siya, schedule mo siya. Hindi pa pala. Siya, previewing lang muna, ganyan ka muna, no? Ganyan mo. So, introduction, making marriage a priority. Titingnan mo siya kung ano yung mga naka-bold, dyan, mga activity. Yan, titingin ka sa mga headings. Titingnan mo siya, meron dito, merong mga activity, putting the principles into practice. So, after every at the end of the chapter, merong putting the principles into practice. May mga suggestions siya. Dito. So, maganda, no? So, ako as a reader yun, ang nangyari doon is previewing. So, ginaganon ko lang siya. And then, yan, makikita ko din dito yung about the author. So, it's the author of perennial bestseller, The 5 Love Languages, more than 3.5 million copies sold, and numerous other marriage and family books. He's currently working with best-selling author Catherine Palmer on a new fiction series based on 4 seasons of marriage, the first book of which was released in the spring of 2007. Dr. Chapman is a director of Marriage and Family Consultants Incorporated, an internationally known speaker and the host of a Growing Marriage, a syndicated radio program heard on more than 100 stations across North America. He and his wife Caroline live in North Carolina. So, yun. Na-preview na natin ang book, and the next step naman is itong tinatawag na reading and recording initial impressions. So, first reading is similar to a first draft. Your primary purpose is to get a sense of the whole. So, yun yung purpose, no? So, read the selection for literal meaning, identify the main topic of the text and the main point the writer makes about the topic. So, sulat natin to dito, guys, no? Kung may mga katanungan kayo, i-ano nyo lang, type nyo lang dyan. At sasagutin natin yan, magre-reply tayo. So, kinakailangan yung reading and recording initial impressions, gagawin siya sa sa isang setting lang. sa isang setting lang. Let's say for example, ngayong gabi, kinakailangan ko magawa yung reading and recording initial impressions. Hindi pa yan binabasa talaga yung whole na book, kundi ano lang siya, yung ano niya, yung babasahin mo yung yung main topic. So for example dito, alam na natin yung main topic niya is about yung pag-build ng relationship sa marriage after meron ng mga bata. Alam ko ano yan, pag may mga bata na, magiging iba na din yung natin, magiging iba na din yung magiging iba na yung sitwasyon. May mga kailangan na i-adjust dyan. So mahalaga ito sa mga tao na may mga anak or yung planong magkakaanak para ready na sila. So ano siya, identify the main topic of the text and the main point the writer makes about the topic. Identify na natin yan, no? Nasabi naman niya sa sa introduction. So ito yung mga tips dito. Kailangan identify the main topic of the text and the main point the writer makes about the topic. So yun, ang tip is read the work in one setting if possible. Read work in one setting if possible, no? Then you need to note unclear, hindi klaro na or difficult passages to come back to later, as well as ideas that grab your attention. So record your initial. So record your initial impressions. So una, if the text or image is an argument, what opinion is being expressed? So ano ba yung sinasabi, no? Then, tapos nun, Were you persuaded by the argument? So, mang-ayon ka ba sa sinasabi ng author? Yeah. Then another is, meron ka bang emotional response to the text or image? Were you surprised? For example, may may information na sinasabi, amused or angered. Nagalit ka ba by anything? Yun. Alam ko ano yung pagpupunta ka doon sa rappler.com, pag bumabasa ka sa article, yung mga dyan, yung emotions mo, pinasusulat. Ano ba yung happy ka ba, sad, or whatever na nandun, no? This tool, ginagawa yan nila kasi engagement, tulad din na ng like at saka unlike at saka love, no? Nandyan sa sa YouTube, diba may like yan at saka unlike, dislike, thumbs up at saka thumbs down. So importante yan kasi ano yan, ang tawag dito, nagbibigay yan ng information sa content creator at sa mga iba din na manonood ng mga videos, no? Then ano pa ba dito? What was your initial sense of the writer or speaker? Kung speaker ito pag video content, no? Tapos lastly, what key ideas did you take away from the work? So yun, importante to guys kasi kalimitan natin, binabasa natin, tapos pag hindi naman natin na-apply yung binabasa natin, magiging siya, o hindi natin siya magagamit yung mga nakuha natin na information. Mahirap siya, di ba? Mahirap kasi mawawala din yan. So para hindi mawala yung mga natutunan natin o nababasa natin, yung next step, yun yung gagawin mo for the next step. So just a review, no? Kanina nagkaroon tayo ng previewing, tapos pagkatapos ng previewing, nagkaroon tayo ng reading and recording initial impressions. So like dito sa libro na ito, una tinignan natin yung title, tingnan natin sino yung author, tinignan natin yung about the author, dito yung about the author, tinignan natin yung table of contents, inalam natin ng author. Nakita natin dito siya, PhD, Doctor of Philosophy, so at saka best-selling author siya. So nagugustuhan natin yung tinignan natin yung mga title, yung mga chapters, like making marriage a priority, tapos taking control of your schedules, taking control of your money, learning to effectively discipline children, discovering the key to intimacy. So siya. Saka dito meron pang mga traditional wedding vows, mga some thoughts worth remembering. So siya, nagustuhan natin. So kaya nag-proceed tayo doon sa reading and recording initial impressions. So pabasa-basa tayo ng introduction, nakita natin yung purpose ng book, is how do we keep our marriage alive now that children have arrived. So, yun, ito gagawin natin yung ano, babasahin na natin yung ito daw yung sinasabi niya sa last stage. Conclusion, I assure you that you can be happily married and be successful parents at the same time. Napakaganda ng introduction niya sa chapter 1. Niya, there comes a time in most marriages when two become three. Yun, kasi may anak na, no? So, when children arrive, they greatly affect the marital relationship. Yan, tama yan. So when a couple neglect their own love relationship, either intentionally or unintentionally, they do so to the detriment of their children. Research clearly shows that the effect of divorce upon a child is devastating. So may mga ano pala dito, 4 seasons of marriage: springtime, summer, fall, at saka winter. So pagkatapos ng gagawin mo pa, mabasa mo sa setting, pabasa-basa lang ng ano. Ito, tama nga ito. What are we, so sulat natin yung ano, mga importante na kuha natin. What are we doing or trying to do that may not be necessary? Example, no? What are we, importante to know, what are we doing or trying to do that may not be necessary. Alam ko may mga bagay na ginagawa natin na hindi naman siya necessary. So now get your children on a schedule. Children actually thrive best when their lives have boundaries. So kailangan pala gagawa ng schedule sa mga bata. Nakag-guilty tayo dito na dapat matulog ng maaga yung mga bata. 10 p.m. So, yun. So, yun. So, step 3 natin, pagkatapos nating, pagkatapos nating mabasa, let's assume, nabasa na natin itong whole book, no? Napaganyan na natin, no? So, step 3 natin is, tinatawag na using annotation and summary to analyze text. So once you understand the literal or surface meaning of a text, it is time to dig deeper by analyzing and interpreting it. To analyze a text is to consider it in detail by breaking it down into significant parts and examining how those parts relate to each other. So we analyze a text in order to interpret it and come to a fuller understanding of its meanings. So annotation and summary are techniques that can help you as you read to understand, question, analyze, and interpret. Annotation combines reading with analysis. To annotate a text, read through it slowly and carefully while asking yourself the who, what, how, and why questions. So yun yung annotation. So iba sinusulat nila sa libro, no? Yun nga yung sabi, mas maganda pag meron kang sariling book kasi susulat mo yan sa kilid ng book. Mag-annotate ka dyan. You cannot analyze or interpret something if you don't understand it. One way to demonstrate that you understand a text is to summarize it. So magbigay ka ng summary, no? A summary conveys the basic content of a text. When you summarize, your goal is to communicate the text's main points in your own words, not to say what you think of it. So yun yung summary, no? Alam ko may activity about making a summary, no? So hindi ka gagawa ng own mo na opinion, kundi siya yung sinasabi ng author. A summary is typically about one paragraph in length. Even when you're writing a fuller summary of a longer work, though, you should always use the fewest words possible. Clarity and brevity are important. A summary should never be longer than the original work. Nabasa natin yan, yung nagano tayo, mga nasa 25% sa whole text. Pwede na yun yung summary, no? And then yan, i-paraphrase pa din yung summary, no? Kinakailangan siyang i-paraphrase. So yun, tatanungin mo yung text. What is the writer's stance or attitude toward the subject? What is the writer's voice? What assumptions does the writer seem to be making about the audience? What is the writer's primary purpose? How does the writer develop ideas? Does the text appeal to emotions? Is the text fair? Is the evidence strong? Is the text effective? So yun. Yun guys, yung fourth step. So magkaroon ng annotation at summary. Then the fourth step naman is called synthesizing your observations in a critical response paper. Synthesizing your observations in a critical response paper. Paano ba to? To synthesize means to bring together, to make something out of different parts. So this is the last stage of critical reading. You pull your summary, analysis, and interpretation together into a coherent whole. Whether you realize it or not, you synthesize material every day. every day. When you hear contrasting accounts of a party from two different people, you assess the reliability and potential bias of each source. You select the information that is most persistent to you. You evaluate the story that each one tells, and finally you create a composite or synthesis of what you think really went on. So when you synthesize information from two or more texts, you follow the same process. So yun guys, yung last stage na is synthesizing. So sabi mo, oo pala no, kailangan ko pala itong gawin. Tama siya na yung sinabi niya, like sa book na ito, isa sa mga ano natin, hindi pa natin natapos basahin. No? So after that, yun, gagawa tayo ng synthesis. Pwede din ang gagawin is gagawa ng talk, no? Kukuha yung mga points dito at gagawa ng talk. Bibigay natin yung mga samples naman natin. Si Gary Chapman, no? So yun guys, yung nakuha natin. Sulat pala natin yung ano yung gagawin talaga sa synthesizing. To synthesize. Ito yung din sa learning, no? Yung pinakamataas na level, yung synthesize. Means to bring together. To make something out of different parts. So you pull your summary. So meron ka ng summary, no? Meron ka ding analysis. Pati meron kang interpretation. Ano yan? Kunin lahat, tapos gawin siyang isa. Then, tayo pala ay nagsisynthesize everyday, so hindi yan mahirap guys. So, thank you very much for watching sa video natin about learning is lifetime. Yung natutunan po ninyo sa video na to is how to read critically. So, kailangan sa ang gagawin nyo para masubaybayan ninyo yung steps natin. Yung una yung previewing, pangalawa is reading and recording initial impressions, pangatlo is using annotation and summary to analyze a text, tapos yung last yung synthesizing your observation in a critical response paper. Sa gagawa ka ng paper about that particular summary. Siguro yung yung masasabi ko dito for gagawa ng thesis, no? Gagawa tayo ng thesis paper or write-ups. Siya, tama naman yung information na nakikita natin dito ngayon. Malaki nga siya, no? Malaki nga siya. So, naalala ko dati yung tinuturo din ng teacher ko sa kolehiyo, si Ma'am Cleope. Si Ma'am Cleope, sabi niya, siya, gumagawa ng mga parang cards para doon ilista yung mga information for first paragraph. Yung bawat parts. At hopefully, gagawin din natin yan. Pwede naman yan gawin natin ngayon kasi may computer na, sa computer natin ilagay by page siya. At doon ilalagay yung information na kailangan natin. So, yung pinaka first step lang talaga na gagawin natin dito ngayon sa thesis natin is yung problema. Hanap tayo ng problema. So ngayon sa COVID time, problema ko yun sa learning sa mga estudyante. So kailangan pagawa ng e-learning para sa mga kurso na tinuturuan ko. So, pwede yun. Tapos yung nalaman natin yung sa communication skills, pwede natin isabay yun. Yung communications, kasi iba't ibang klase ng tao meron sa communication. Mayroong auditory, visual, kinesthetic, at saka digital. So, sabi doon sa nagawa ng theory na doon na pag marunong kang mag-connect, mangyari dyan is siya, magiging maganda yung resulta, no? Magiging maganda yung resulta. Kung like for example, kung auditory learner, yung learner mo, dapat gumagamit ka ng mga terms na auditory din, yung gagamitin mo. Like for example, I heard you right, ayun. Tapos yung pag visual, I see it, yung ganun. So pwede natin isabay siguro yun para matest natin kung effective ba yung learning or hindi gamit sa mga theories na yun. At saka ask din tayo ng help sa iba ng mga nakatapos na din kung okay ba yung idea natin. So yun yung naaral natin today. Learning is lifetime nga talaga. I-develop natin yung writing skills natin. At meron din pa naman yung chess. Inano natin lang yung schedule natin. Bibigyan din natin ito ng time kasi mahalaga yung pag may writing skills tayo, mahalaga, may malaking impact sa buhay natin. Pag meron tayong writing skills, pwede tayong makagawa ng mga libro, pwede tayong makasulat ng mga article na makatulong sa mga tao, pwede natin ma-share yung ideas natin dahil marunong po tayong magsulat. So, yun, ganun yun. So, mga gamit natin to sa paghanap natin ng mga information sa ating thesis, pagbabasa ng mga articles, mga published thesis, published research, yun pala, published research. So, yun. And guys, maraming salamat for watching. I hope kayo din ma-develop yung writing skills niyo. Kasi dito din sa YouTube, kailangan marunong tayo mag-write ng title, saka mag-write sa description natin. And hindi pa din natin yan na-improve na skill na yan, hopefully. Hopefully, ma-improve natin yan. So, thank you guys. Bye-bye. Always remember, learning is lifetime. And God bless you always. Thank you pala sa sa mga Bibitlog family, sa lahat nating mga kilala, Coach Don Pacondo, Coach Bibitlog, at sa mga natin, mga kina Ate Angel of Labason, Ate Helen in Germany, Pinay Vlogs in Germany, lahat-lahat, sa Steph, To Love You More channel, sino pa ba? Ate Arlene, Arlene's Kitchen, lahat-lahat sa inyo, maraming salamat. And papasalamat din ako sa sa family ko, sa Jeremy Show family, sa family ko sa Darwin, at saka dito sa Shokon, at sa lahat-lahat. Thank you very much. Hopefully enjoy din natin sa learning natin. May another tayo na skills na i-develop. Hopefully makukuha natin yan. So same as you, sana makuha din yung mga gusto ninyo sa buhay. And or sana makasama ko kayo dito sa Sir Parts Online na magbibigay ng information para bumuti po ang buhay. Yun, bye! Always remember, learning is lifetime. Bye!